Welcome back to Debt Haters. If you're new, my name's Alina, and my husband and I hate our six-figure student loan debt, and we're on a journey to pay it off. This video is another budget with me. So my husband got paid May 19th. We're budgeting for that check to take us through May 25th. Basically until we get another paycheck. My husband gets paid from somewhere every week. His main job is a public school teacher, and then he does another part-time job for an after-school program. That pays out on opposite weeks. So this week was the after-school job, and that brought in $827.54. My husband also does two main side hustles, one being tutoring and the other writing for education publishing companies. This week he finally got paid out from a big project that he did the end of last year. So that brought in $4,627.50. And we're rolling over $1,187.78. This rollover is just money from past paychecks that I haven't been doing anything with. I mentioned in the debt update video, the April debt update video, that I've kind of fell off the budgeting wagon for that month. And so I was just still paying our bills, sort of. Outside of the bills, I was just kind of letting the extra money sit there until I figured it out. But we are about to fix that right now. It's not just going to be sitting there. So the total income to budget out this week, total income is $6,642.82. Now let's go over the expenses, which are actually pretty light this week. Like, there's nothing really due as far as utilities and subscriptions and all that stuff. We do have our normal tithe, which was $553, which actually isn't really normal. I said normal, but it's really not. This was, again, that writing job and from the after school job. We also needed to set aside for self-employment tax. So that was $832.95. For groceries, we did $175. If you remember, our groceries used to be $160. We bumped it up because I was pulling cash from our gas envelope to pay for food. I was running out of money. So we'll see how this goes with the extra 15 bucks. Like, it's really not that much, but I don't want this to go to waste. So we'll see how it goes. I might need to adjust it to get it just right, because I don't want to have too much extra money. Like, every extra dollar that's wasted is a dollar that can be thrown to our debt. So I just want to kind of keep it tight in that area. Gas, we're doing $100 this week, which is also high for us. But, you know, gas prices, like, ugh, enough said. But then it's also graduation week for my husband's school. So he's having to drive further into town for those festivities. And then plus our kids. So we have two children, 7 and 4, and they have like an end of the year celebration type ceremony. We homeschool, but there's two groups this week and that are doing the same sort of end of year celebration thing. And then there's another one next week. So we're having to do some extra driving. So that's why it's 100. We're also setting aside for June rent. There's technically one more paycheck before rent is due on the 1st, but we are low income earners, and one paycheck, even if we used all of it, which we can't afford to do, but even if we did, it wouldn't cover our rent. So we have to combine paychecks, basically. We have to set money aside so that when it is due, we can actually pay it. So this time, we are doing $1,200. This is probably mostly coming from this rollover. So that money that was sitting, it needed to go towards rent anyway. Part of the ceremony, at least one of them, was kind of potluck style to bring food. And we spent $24.37. I just used my debit card for that on the 19th. So that's why I didn't have time to actually get out the cash. Another end of year celebration involves water. So my children both needed a new swimsuit because, like I said, they're growing, which is great. I'm glad that we can feed them and they grow. Like, that's great. But they are growing and they needed another swimsuit, so we're setting aside $20 for that. Now, Kona. I don't know where you're from, but maybe you've heard of Kona ice. I guess it's like Italian ice. So my husband took my children out to the park and there was a Kona ice truck. And my husband got them some ices for $10.98. He used his card. So that just needed to be reconciled in our budget. That's something I would not have bought. Obviously, I would not have spent that money. I understand why he did it, and we did talk about it. And at first, I'm going to be transparent, I was very upset. It's $10.98. There's no reason why I should be upset. This man is working, 15, 16, 17 hours a day, like multiple jobs. If he wants to buy some ices for his kids, he should be able to do that. I get it. But I just didn't want to buy extras or fun stuff. I know, like, if you follow Dave Ramsey and you got into the actual financial peace course, he usually says in most marriages, there's a spender and a saver. There's a free spirit and there's a nerd. So he is definitely the free spirit. He rolls up, oh, there's Kona ice. I got 2 kids. Yeah, let's get them some. Me, I'm like, no, we got stuff at home. No. So, yeah, he did that. We talked about it, and we'll see if maybe once a month we can do something for the children, like have the money set aside. It's not going to be a lot. It's probably going to be like this $10, but it just won't be a surprise, and we'll be ready for it when it comes. All right, so homeschool, we're setting aside $200 for that. So the school year has ended. The children will need new books, and possibly depending on what groups they're going to next year, they'll need to register for that. So we're just starting to sock away some money for the homeschooling things we'll have to buy next school year. And then buffers. This is just money in our account so that it's not at zero, waiting for an overdraft to happen. Because these banks, they love to do that. So we're leaving some money in there just so it's there. If there's some fees or some, I don't know, that I forgot, then this will help it out a little bit. Taking all of our expenses, it comes to $2,927.37. You subtract total income from total expenses, and it comes to $3,515.45. All of that's going to debt. Do you hear me? It would be nice. I always have such a hard time letting this money go, but it's going to debt. This is the sacrifice that we're making right now so that we can be free and we don't have to deal with this ever again. So I hope on your debt-free journey, you're making sacrifices too, but wherever you are on your debt-free journey, keep at it.